Yeah, well.
Hello.
You check.
Which CE is this one again?
I think this one drops Phantom Dance.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstarts Cruiserweight campaign begins.
Light parties.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
Double.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops for these steps.
Rolls.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving, baby.
Melees, evens, ranged
An
odds,
invitation to dance. How will
out
the
to
challenger
an in.
respond?
PS dance first. Bowls later. Sports dance. Triple rolls. And now.
You're up, dancers! Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now.
Remember your number. 1,
The fever's taken hold.
1,
Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Dodge the echo. To your spot.
Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Start delta.
Let's finish with style. Not bad, but I reckon you've got more in you.
Other corners. No, this is fucking waves.
By the way, first.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
Stacks. Spreads, respect the waves.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Out, then in. Light parties.
Show me your
Quadruple.
moves.
Now it's color partners.
Back to it, dancers.
East west. Spreads. EPS dance at corners. Off kilter frogs. Support dance on cardinals. Off kilter frogs.
They all filtered their frog directly into me.
We're just getting started. Keep
I did not see
grooving,
what
baby.
needle that was.
The challenger rises again.
Triple.
Can they turn this around?
It was light parties.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing. Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
Rolls.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
Triple rolls.
Dancing Green is pulling out all the Stormtroop Easters. We're just getting started.
Double light party.
Keep grooving, baby. Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby,
Melee's
burn.
even, ranged odd.
An invitation to dance. How will
Out
the
then
challenger
in.
respond?
DPS stands first. Support stance. I missed it. It's rolls.
The challenger's down.
Double rolls.
Is this the end? They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Fan out.
You're up, dancers. Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now.
One,
The fever's taken hold.
One.
Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
two, 3, 4. Dodge the echo.
Dance like there's no tomorrow. Let's finish with style. Groovy moves. The crowd's loving it.
Ride the waves. Parties later.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
Stacks. Spread, respect the waves. Respect the waves. In and out.
Come on, show me your moves.
Triple light party.
That Do it, dancers!
Other corners. East west. Stacks.
Bask in the
Support
spotlight.
stance at
Burn, baby,
corners.
burn.
Off kilter frogs. DPS stance at cardinals. Still off kilter. Light parties.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving,
Quad light
baby.
parties.
Dancers,
And now,
take it
out
away.
window.
Yeah, baby. I feel the fever coming on again. The night's reached a fever pitch. All eyes are on dancing green.
Dodge the echo.
Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Start near 3.
Let's finish with style. Groovy moves. The crowd's loving it.
Dodge under the boss.
Dancers.
Alta. Alta. Alta.
That was a tough one.
Support spade first. Four corners. This is out, north, south. DPS bait in. Dodge under the boss. Charlie. The boss.
Show us some electrifying moves.
Spreads.
It's all over. Until next time.
Need to buy some pots.
Good check.
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Glamours!
What's your favorite color? Perhaps I'll draw this.
Partners. Jump to 3. Partners.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger! They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Glamours!
What's your favorite color? Perhaps I'll draw this.
Light parties. Jump to 1. Light parties.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
You win.
An image comes to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Check your defams.
Goodness! The rain has become a desert!
When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
East to west.
Watch out! It's a veritable storm of needles!
Check your defams.
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
Too bad.
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught in that.
What do you think of this?
Supports real DPS fake. 你 in, you out. Make the boss.
Pudding alone gets awfully dull, don't you think?
A transformative piece! The Fiend has been completely remade!
Eight rays. Kill the walk. Like me, I'm taking my dog for a walk. Raid wide, kill the cat. Eight rays. Pop the walk. Make sure the Jabberwock dies. Need juice. Kill that ray. Kill the cat. Cat must die. Save. Kill the ray. Save wide. In.
What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
I wonder how like disrespecting
What do you say
Buster
to a
with Morbol
refreshing river?
just keep the same color.
Probably get owned by double coloring.
Crystal clear river! How charming!
So spreads southeast.
This is no good. It needs a touch of thunder, a dash of downpour.
A thunderstorm! muddy! How frightening!
Going left. Going right. Going right. Going left.
Needs more impact.
To your islands.
You sparked my imagination.
Sure.
The idea is barely.
Or correct distances.
Lava is ravaging the ring! Talk about destructive creativity.
Okay, lightning. Scatter. Clockwise. Stay next to your tower.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Just kill the fucking boss.
I can't believe I didn't
It's all
die in
over.
the edge.
Until
See how close I was.
Yes, I was very concerned.
You lived by the same pixel that I died by.
You take the tower that Soul should have taken. Wait, why are you putting this in the link shell
Left
chat?
instance.
That makes sense. The instances work like that.
Right, new goal. Beat it before Debris Deathmatch.
Sure.
Got 3 damage downs on Dancing Green and it's still almost a blue. Was the first run before Bellatardo was doing so well, and then they got hit by everything the second run.
I looked at the logs for that kill, and the Gunbreaker beat the Bard, and the Bard had a 99.
Kill him before third platform.
Currently impossible. New check.
To take it outside, the Brute Abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
In.
He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon.
Tank in, party out.
Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm.
Sides.
Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds!
Yeah.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Our melees didn't find our sex spot.
Oh dear! The challenger has fallen out of the ring!
What's the official stack spot for that?
Counterclockwise
Where
of where
you-
you start.
Counterclockwise is where I start? Okay.
So you were at 3, so you should have gone to 3, then 4, then 1, then stop at 2.
Gotcha.
It's also just where the ranged go to. Same parity.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business! Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
In.
He's used his fetal powers to manifest a
Party
weapon.
in, tank out.
Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds!
Stay mid, stay mid. Behind dads.
Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
This is in. Tank in, party out.
Oh, he sent his rival flying! What fearsome strength! Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building!
In. Prepare for flower. out. Zoom out. Prepare for Glower.
Is bounding from wall to wall.
I'll be 2 after this first. Prepare for Tethers. On the wall. Watch the ranged. Off the wall. On the wall. Off the wall. Partners. This is an out. Prepare for Glower. Late Myth and Revenge.
Farm bubble off of Night Beanie.
The rooftop is caved in. Such devastation. We'll send cameras in there at once.
This will be your pot burst.
The destruction appears to have started a fire.
In. Into the club.
Alive. The brute bomber
out
must still
with
be in
Glower.
there somewhere. A punishing attack. Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion. The contender dodged everything. Why am I not surprised? What a thrilling battle this, and it rages on.
Buster. In. Tanks out, party in. Get to your wall. Half off the wall. Behind ads. Get to positions. box. Hee-ho. Get to your corners. Supports. Yes, plant later. Out. This is out. Out. Get to the sword. Ranged, go out. This is in.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Buster. In. Things in, party out.
They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
Do the list of impacts. Juma LB.
What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
What happened with the range there?
Until
One of the bar ones was in our safe spot.
It was the deadly dance of all of this way, you go that way. Because
You need pant? Is it?
Kithrin need pant.
Or need pant? Yeah, Kithrin need pant. And then Uma get armor. I think Kithrin, you can also get. You want the who does more damage between me and Kithrin? Like looking at logs.
Wait, what do you mean? Tumo get armor?
What says on the thing? Get the armor upgrade. The twine.
I think averaging across all of our polls, you do more generally. But when I don't die and stuff, I do more. So,
I think me having the weapon upgrade might help with aggro bullshit.
that's fine. I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah, Kith pant, chest piece is free for all, I think. And one.
What about the ad? Oh, you're getting Aster. Yeah. The twine is free for all then?
Twine.
No, twine is Tuma.
Twine is Tuma. Okay.
Sitting on one, but my inventory is full of bullshit.
The Crescent experience.
I got a gold chest from a pot, and it was just materia
all
and
those-
ribbons.
That's pretty much almost all it always is.
They fucked up the loot tables. Something fierce.
No, there are 3 rare things that only come, or 4 rare things that only come from gold chests. The Coral Emote, the Turtle, and the 2 new parasols.
Not this for sure.
Well, maybe the parasols, but
You can get pure white dye and the things, yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. I've gotten so much pure white. I've made so much money. I've made like 7 million gil just living in there.
The
Nice.
funniest thing that Occult Crescent has done is crash the market.
They crashed the market with no survivors. I love it.
Are you selling your
Yeah.
carrot?
No, I've been using the carrots because there's a achievement, and you still get 200,000 gil. So,
They sell for 1.7 million.
I think
Ooh.
on Ultros they're like 1.2.
Oh.
But also, I'm gonna get that 1,000 carat achievement. So.
You have a billion gil to spare?
No, I'm 7 out of 1,000 so far from found carrots.
Been selling everything. I haven't bought anything from Silver's.
Oh shit, they're up to
Except for
1.6.
birds.
What the fuck?
I just sell
I-
birds.
I've bought 2 sets of gear for physical ranged and for tank because I run around tank solo all day long. I've started buying silver thread for upgrading. I've gotten like 15 of them. I've bought all of the silver like items. So the mount, the bird, the Raymond kit, the 5 pieces of glamour armor.
You do the tank solo farm?
Yeah, I just sit in there solo and get random invites from people that I don't
I
want.
mean, like for gold.
Oh, I'm going to start that. I haven't really started gold farming yet.
You got your geomancer yet? Or are you still not much?
Oh, I'm full everything. Everything's
Yeah,
max level.
Geomancer's huge. Do you have a tank?
Yep.
Yeah, just geomancer your tank up, switch over to a cannoneer, swap, and just run into things to your tank.
We're gonna try the ridiculous 8 cannoneer thing. It's like 10,000 gold an hour. Oh, sometime this week.
I need to do any amount of gold farming because I'm sitting on a bunch of silver upgrade tokens, and I just need any amount of gold upgrade tokens.
You can get like 2,000 gold an hour solo on like warrior. If you just collect everything on the stairs, the fopers,
Yeah, those.
and cannon them down.
Eh,
That's my preferred way. Just
you
to
don't
watch
need
TV do it.
chaining. You just kill a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
when you're-
only like level 11 or 12. Still get gold.
Yeah, when you're solo, everything gives gold, but when you're in a party, things change.
I think I heard of a strat where it's like you grab all the stick men in the cave. You ground you.
Yeah, that
one-
works
Yeah,
too.
that works too. And they're undead, aren't they? So Holy Cannon fucks them up.
I mean, when you have a full geomancer, but your cannons do like 100,000 apiece, so it just takes to the start of your second round of cannons, so about just over 30 seconds to kill each pack. You spend more time gathering than you take killing them, really.
Makes sense. So do we just break now?
We're on
already
break.
We are break. I didn't see the
I'm back
we're
in
on
2
break
minutes.
message. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I've spent all week racking my brain on what the fuck Twofold Tempest could possibly be and how it could possibly resolve. I came to the conclusion that we just need to figure out how the fuck the teleporters work when they're limited.
They work just like the heavy mobile suit. They just are. It's 6 seconds instead of 2. Teleport. Did you not hit a teleporter when the thing happened?
I don't think anyone's ever hit a teleporter when the things were
Somebody did because it increased the thing.
Because I also saw that the vuln from Twofold is 9 seconds. So
It's just, hey, your teleports need to be deliberate now.
yeah, it's gonna be something along the lines of like I don't know if we want to relegate this to like melees do all the work, but like whenever the tethers come out, they shoot, and then melees of the other platform juke over, grab it, juke back. Something.
Speaking of which, Owain, you should either kitchen sink or we just double take the last.
Yeah, I was also thinking we should just actually respect the second Great Divide.
Just so I can use fucking Living Dead for the tank buster on phase 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That also lets me use mitts for the autos as well, so not have to worry about
Just Living
saving
Dead
them.
Mooncleaver.
But you still fall to your death. What?
Just Living Dead it. Just live.
Right, it bugs out the fight. You become invulnerable for the rest of the fight.
You just fly around on the outside border. Yeah, for
Just
now.
different-
Go on.
Carry on. I was about to make a joke. You're gonna say
No,
something. like that.
I was gonna say for now, for the partners hours for twofold, I would just say all the melees go to the edge and the range just stay north on light party sides, and if we need to adjust for how the tethers work, we adjust, but otherwise vibes.
You have to like have everybody live and see what it's really doing.
Yeah. And also, don't cover a teleporter with an evil bubble. I guess because the tethers also do that.
Take those to like the back center.
Yeah.
Got to refill my drink. Wife asked me how things were going. Well, got re-clears done in hour 1, which is optimal. So now we get to spend 5 hours progging. And she's like, what do you mean 5 hours? Across the whole weekend. Calm down.
No, let's go 5 hours tonight. Let's go.
Degenerate Fru hours.
Weren't even that degen for Fru, honestly.
No, we were until like the very last days. We were nice, and then it's just like, oh, we need to clear. What was the not ready? What was it like? Imagine.
So a group in my free company were doing UCOB just before Endwalker's release. And their very last pull, they had like a 1.2% wipe, just everything fell apart. And as it was loading to go back into the arena, the servers turned off for the Endwalker maintenance.
Damn.
It was heartbreaking to watch.
My blind UCOB free company stuff has hit Heaven's Fall, which is the mechanic of all time, evidently.
I don't remember any of the mechanics in UCOB being mechanics of all time.
I mean, Heaven's Fall was pretty big back in the day, but nowadays it's pretty easy.
Is that phase 2?
Well, Heaven's Fall is the phase 2 transition, but Heaven's Fall Trio is everyone needs to get knocked back into towers at the edge of the arena, and the towers could be literally fucking anywhere.
Right. That's still the one in phase 2, right? That's how.
3.
I think that's how phase. Oh,
It's
okay.
all the trios are 3s. Also, I'm going to rip markers real quick, just to absolutely clarify that, make things sane. So, miniature version of the arena. Go stand at the relative platform for partner towers. New check.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Timed.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Clockwise.
my call.
And now that you think about it, they really do like the knockback into towers mechanic.
That must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
My
Odds.
truth!
One.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
I might be losing power soon. Maybe.
They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
Do you know how long it might be out?
I just hear a storm. My thing just flickered.
Yeah, same thing happened earlier.
Not bad. Not bad.
Owain?
Scarcely begun.
Maybe Owain lives near
Clockwise.
Swifty.
So the height check.
my biting wings.
Okay.
Still you stand. How delightful.
Get to your spots.
The earth is mine to command.
DPS stack.
Pack of wolves.
Stack. Rotate. Ouch. Out. Ouch wolf.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Just sinking it. Oh. Need a clean moonlight.
Try this.
2, then 4. DPS stack. Support stack. Hi, everybody.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In. Cardinal.
There. I wonder if you can keep
Out.
up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Sorry, I definitely clipped Swifty.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
Counter.
call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly
Evens.
true.
2. Or two. Behind.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Go on counter.
Bear my biting wings!
Through the gates.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command.
DPS stack.
Pack of wolves!
Support stack. Stay. Dodge. Behind. Behind. Remember the wolves.
Try this!
3, 1. DPS stack. Watch the wolves. Out. Cardinal. Hot burst. Might get one more extra planner.
Did I make you clench there, Swifty?
Will not lose. I need more power.
Again.
Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
Love how the little wolf also has antennae.
No matter what
I think it's perception.
defeat is not an option.
Get to your leg parties.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
We're at 11.
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare
Wait.
yourself.
Spread out for UV.
There's no escape.
DPS. Dodge your beam.
Will you be able to
Please.
stay on your feet?
South.
I will rent all asunder.
Out. Party sides. DPS. Dodge your beams. Fakes. And south for Cleaver.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
To the other side. Vote me. Vote me. Oh, y'all want to be near me?
Oh, we went.
The thread.
Kindred is on the wrong panel.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Always go back to light party side.
Dodge this if you can.
You can go check on the rain.
Is it clean phase
Not
2?
much.
Oh, right.
There's not much rain, but I did see lightning 4 times in like 7 seconds.
Alright.
We're calling for thunder showers here, but we didn't get them. I'm disappointed. Love me a thunder shower.
I love rain and the weather until it starts affecting the electronics or the internet, and I'm like,
Yeah, I love it until it affects something I want to do.
We are still storm traumatized where I live from last year with Helene.
"Eh."
Holy shit, they announced Resident Evil 9?
Yeah. They're going back to Raccoon City like in 2025. That'd be interesting to see like a nuked out city in a virus game.
Yeah. Is it still first person?
We don't know yet.
Food check.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In. Pardon.
Do we know the main character yet?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
John Resin.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly
Odds.
true!
3. Behind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Go and counter. My brain short-circuited there, and when you walk through the cube, I thought the cube was like turning around and walking towards me, and I was freaking out.
Bear my biting wings!
Cubes can't walk, dude. They float.
That's supposed to happen. Anyway, mitts.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command.
Support stack.
Pack of wolves!
DPS stack. Stay. Watch. Behind. Under the wolves. Dodge whoop.
Try this!
3, 1. Yes, stack. Support stack.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
We stopped getting the curse pattern for Moonlight.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Let's get the blessed pattern again.
Let's begin, shall we? Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call. The challenger's down! Is this the end? They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing! Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Sorry, I was dumb. Forgot my knockback.
Let's begin, shall we? Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In. Enter.
There!
Does Wind Fang just do more damage?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Fenrir's might. I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Counter.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Flying true!
Evens. Behind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Going counter.
Bear my biting wings!
It's
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
support stack.
A pack of wolves!
PS stack. Rotate. Ouch. Behind. Remember the walls. Touch wolf. Wait for a good pattern.
Try this!
4. 4. Support stack. DPS stack. Watch the wolves. Out, Cardinal. Still gonna finish the pursuit.
No, I will not lose. I need more power.
A dozen cutscenes. Man.
Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
Get to light party platforms.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight
Wait.
with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread out.
There's no escape.
Yes. Dodge your beam. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Go south.
I will rent all asunder.
Out. Red for UV. DPS. Dodge your beams. Quakes. With the quakes. South for cleave. Go to your light party sides afterwards.
Nowhere to stand.
Everyone else but the tanks north. Get their invoke. People come towards my side. My side. My side. Melees to tanks. Stand in your towers.
Dodge this if you can.
Just stay in the towers.
The power of wit unleashed.
Take your tether to the rear back if you get one. He just shot
Oh no!
us.
That was too much for the challenger!
I'm just gonna teleport in 6 seconds.
They're back on their feet! Let's see if they
Those
can
look
stay
like tank
standing.
busters.
They're not, because I was on one and I didn't die. Wait.
That's 4
So-
hits.
The challenger's down! Is this
Doing
it?
4 tethers and 4 shoots, and the shoot put a magic bomb, did the tether put a magic bomb?
I didn't see anything because it was all on the opposite end of the arena from me. I'm like, what's happening?
Well, and we got magic bomb when we got shot,
Oh yeah, it was like
and we were
9
opposite
seconds.
from the tether.
Yes, that was the concerning thing. I'm like, I don't see a tether. Why did I get shot? So was there only one tether?
Yeah, so I
There's
think we have
one
to pass
tether and it
the
shoots
around.
another group.
Yeah, we transfer the tether around so we get one hit on each platform.
Yeah.
But then there's also that laser beam green thing coming out that cannot hit at the same time as the tether on each platform.
And what causes that?
I assume proximity.
Yeah, I was thinking proximity as well.
Why so?
What else would it
I
be?
was res inside the hitbox, and I got targeted by it, or at least my platform did.
I mean, I'm trying to see. We're all roughly just on the edge, unless Zaf was the closest person. Was anyone else on like the inner hitbox ring?
Whose platform in the first?
I
Thing
think
hit?
I think it was proximity because I was all up in there.
Yeah. Okay. Um. So why did Alex die?
I think I baited the proximity as I ran the tether out at the same time.
Well,
So my
the
tether reached the edge, but the proximity triggered before that.
oh, you're saying the tether is proximity damage?
No, no, no. I triggered the proximity hit on our platform, but then I ran out and placed the tether at the edge as well. So I got hit by
Okay.
both hits.
I think you did though. You just took 999 damage from the tether. Because
Then
you
he
can
got
see the line hitting a different platform.
then he
Yeah.
got clipped by the line or something to get
well
magic phone.
the line the weird beam hit me and Zaf's platform.
Yeah, we were first.
And then yeah,
Oh, yeah, but he did get a magic phone for some reason.
Does Beanie's video have better clarity on what happened there?
Yeah, Beanie's with.
I'm trying to
got a-
share.
Yes. Swifty got a magic phone just before he died.
Yeah, he
Oh,
got a
there.
10-second magic phone right before he got hit by the tether.
There's two
did-
proximity hits probably. Then is that possible? Is that what
No, chances are it's like
Well, Beanie didn't get a vault,
is-
so she was not hit
yeah.
by the big platform wide beam.
It could have just been like in the beam's hitbox when you're at the front
maybe?
there.
Yeah, that's possible.
Because it's the same magic foam that Owain and Zaf got. It's the exact same one at the same time, same timer and everything.
It's
I am about to upload my
Is it-
vehicle.
does like the rectangle of the beam reach y'all's platform?
I'll check.
Because if so,
Although I
that's a
don't know
jank
why-
hitbox.
So after that, I died to my tether, but the beam, I definitely didn't touch the beam. I was like,
the
not even close to
the
it.
tether is fucky wucky. Hold on. What's the timing between tethers? Is the tether just a buster? Because I got hit by the does the tether itself have a are we sure that the vuln that he got wasn't just the tether and like he just died to damage?
What I'm thinking, because there's no reason I would have died to my tether.
So I think the tether might be a buster then, and the tanks have to alternate tanks have to alternate who grabs it, and then some other groups need to be baiting however that beam baits, which we're assuming is proximity.
Put my clip in M8S strats if it provides any help.
It definitely looks proximity. Every time the beam went to a platform, it was because it was on someone that was like super close to him.
Well, Kithrin's like all the way in
Yeah,
on
so
this one.
I was inside the boss's hitbox. I got the vuln stack from seemingly nothing, so it might be just he puts it on certain people. And then as I ran out, the tether killed me. But it's the same vuln stack that Owain and Zaf got as well. What were they doing? Or there's a fourth one on. No, there's three of them. What were they doing then? Which one? Oh, I think it might be. No. Zaf was on the far one over there.
I'm curious what happened when I died, because like did I get clipped by thing?
It looks like we
well,
can
twofold
teleport.
tempest has to be like it can't be a buster if it hit Tuma for overkill 2,517,798. You can't admit that.
It's
Yeah, I got a
twofold,
vol
or
on the
like
first
a
mission.
half split on your on your platform, like a half stack, like two people soak it together.
Could be a stack, yeah.
I think the twofold is the tether thing, and then the proximity or
If it's,
whatever.
you know what, it's called Twofold Tempest. I bet Swifty's right, and it's a duo stack.
Yeah, the line is definitely the twofold tempest. The tether is something else.
So we're
No, the tether is Twofold Tempest. That's what killed Tuma.
Maybe they're both
Two-
called twofold tempest because I just saw Beanie die. to-
everything he's doing is called twofold tempest.
Okay, that
Okay.
helps.
Well, I'm willing to bet then that the tether is a stack.
Tether, no. That's not how the green AoEs work. Unless you're talking about the initial hit, maybe.
The initial hit is a stack. I'm willing to bet.
Mm.
It's just based on a stupid name.
Who did it tether to immediately? Did it like
Me.
what was that based on anything? Were you like far or near?
I was pretty in.
It was closer than you.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not in the clip I sent, but I can check.
It's in
in-
Beanie's. Beanie is closer than Alex, and Alex got the tether.
So is it
Okay.
he's tethered as he's casting twofold?
Yes, right at the start of the cast, he gets tethered.
Okay. We're saying like without a vol it's doing like outrageous damage.
And
Tuma took it by himself, and he took outrageous damage. Yes.
Yeah, the solution has to involve teleporting at least once. Otherwise, they wouldn't do that to the teleporters. You can
Yeah.
teleport
Well, you'll
once, and then
have
you get a
to-
7-second cooldown.
Well, you have to pass it around, and if it's a stack, and then there's other things being baited, we'll have to pick a side to start from with the tether. The tethered person will have to take it over to the other thing, then teleport back to the original thing, or the original platform.
Yeah. It's happening. How often does it hit? Is it like every? Hold on. It then. I'm assuming you just get like one teleport in between each tether shot, basically.
It's really tight. It's like 7 to 8 seconds between each one, and the cooldown is 7 seconds.
Hmm. So
have people like pre-position to
There's-
pick up the tether as soon as it comes across.
pairs twofold. So yeah, the what Beanie posted, the second image at least I'm looking at. Looks like he's targeting me and Zaf for the platform wide one, and then he hits Swift with the stupid fucking damage one.
I think I just got clipped by your hit by being so far into the boss's hitbox, but also ran out before I took the damage from it.
But it
But I got
doesn't
the info.
it doesn't show on the thing, it doesn't show you being affected by the vuln. It says you says you took minus 15% damage from it.
That's a parry, right?
Don't forget to wiggle.
But I got that vuln at the same time y'all did, so
Well, I think the vuln is from the tether then.
I had the tether well before that though.
No, I mean from the
From the hit. You took a hit and you got the magic vuln from the hit, but the hit also just killed you outright
because you
without the
weren't
vuln.
stacked.
Yeah, because I also got the same magic bomb, and I definitely didn't get hit by the line.
So it's
that same one.
and that's how we're talking 2 fucking million. Are we assuming this is a funny enum where
Where you need to be twofold to not die.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we can't all be stacked, because obviously that's fucked. The line AoE just seems to be the thing that the other group is doing. The fucked thing in my head is that the tether doesn't start at a dead end. So I take the tether and then immediately. Well, I guess if you're at a dead end, stay there with your tether. I think we have to maybe light party it, because like I don't fucking know anymore.
Can't light party it. Like, we've got 4. We had to pass 4 puddles around and have. If he's doing the line AOE as well, which also gave us a vuln, that would make us ineligible for the next tether thing because we'll still have the vuln.
I think
because it was a 10-second vuln, and Tuma said it was like 8 seconds between things, 8 or 7 or 8.
7 to 8 seconds.
So I think, Uriel, I think what happened in that image is that I got hit by the tether cleave, but I got hit by the tether cleave and the platform cleave, so I took the beige damage. I don't know which of those activated first, because otherwise I'd be able to say, oh, is it a partner stack or something? But
Are my eyes lying to me in that image that Uriel just posted? It almost looks like a really small donut. I'm sure my eyes are lying to me, right?
I think that's just the AoE just expanding out.
I think another thing that points to tether, the first hit of the tether being a stack, is the wind animation, which is like, Wind Fang in this fight is a stack, and I feel like I've seen stacks with that wind.
If you look later, Soul survives it with like 100,000 damage by himself, but then immediately touches the other circle, which kills him afterwards. He survives the initial hit by himself.
Does he?
Let me check out.
Yeah, according to the damage log, he does not.
He does not.
He takes 1 instance of damage for like 2.6 million.
He wasn't on screen at the time. Might have been the auto attack I saw then.
That was the auto. He got autoed once. Yeah, who fucking knows with this mechanic? So how?
So if we do the line, you need at least 2 people together.
We know for sure that we're supposed to start pairs on every platform, right? Because we just took the stacks, the towers, and we don't have time to like rearrange. Yeah. Okay.
And then because how limited we are, whoever gets the tether needs to move to their dead end immediately, right? Because otherwise, because we have to just sort of start from one dead end, move the tether to the other. We don't have time otherwise.
Yeah.
So do we? And then trying to fucking think, man. So hold on, those steel markers for reference. Talk this through. So assuming tether starts at like 2 or 1, it gets collapsed to 1. And then
if tether's on 1, then maybe 4 should be in to take the.
I was thinking 3. I'm thinking it's 3 in, and then 2 tether, 4 in, 3 tether, 1 in, 4 tether, 2 in.
Okay, that makes sense.
And how do we want to do the shimmy? Because the fun thing is that only one person really has to do the shimmy on each platform. Thinking about it.
What shimmy?
Just the trade the tether across. Because it's, I mean, right now we have melees, but we could have like a melee on each platform to be like ambassador of the tether or something.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Would DPS swap?
I would
then
say
go
like
back?
roll, use like if 2 has to move, we do some sort of weird swap. I don't know.
Like say tether starts on 2. We need to get tether to 1. Would Soul and I just swap towers and then?
Well, we don't know that. Yeah.
Oh, somebody has to like hold. Like I'd have to swap back to, or he'd have to swap over to pass the tether too.
Yes. So yeah, Soul would swap over. You would move over to 2 so that you don't take. Yes.
I don't think that would actually really. Well, it could. He'd have to swap over, move forward, and then I'd have to swap over behind him. Or I could, theoretically, because 2's not getting shot by wind, 3 is, right? If we're starting 1.
Well, Soul can bring the tether, and I will just grab. We can have like supports grab the tether and like place it, and then the DPS transfer it. Maybe. I don't know.
What can
Probably
happen? Like
overthinking
say the tether starts on 2, right?
this.
Either you or I position in front of the teleporter. Soul teleports over. We position together for the tether, or for the thing. Soul will go back over once his timer is up, and then he will position in front of the teleporter for when I or you go over to ferry the tether back. Because 1 and 2 are safe from the line AoE for a moment if the tether starts at 1.
Well, the fun thing, we can't stand it. Standing in front of the teleporter is dangerous if it's a proximity AoE for the line.
Not
But,
actually, because the
I
other
guess
person
it-
can just be further forward.
Just be super in. Yeah.
Just be all the way in at like the
Edge of
close to the edge of the circle. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to square it away in my head. Because we're allowed 1 movement in between tethers going off. So you're saying, like, Soul would pass the tether, we would take it, but Soul just wouldn't be in the stack?
Yes. Soul would be like waiting to be able to teleport back,
And then Soul would just grab the tether and go back then?
and he would go back. Yes.
Yes. And then we would wait, and then we would
And
wait.
we chill here until
wait,
it's our turn to take the
And then we
line.
move in, and then...
So
And
the
then...
movement looks something like this, right? So I have the tether. You guys are pre-positioned. I move over here. You guys yoink
Grab
the
it.
tether. I set my cooldown out. And
Then you
as
go
soon as
back.
it's back out,
Well, you go back once you can take the tether.
You
Like,
grab
take
the tether,
from
then
us,
move back.
and then go back.
Okay, I got you.
And then you and Uriel take it, and then I guess we can have Swifty like pre-moved over here once the you bait the line here, then you move over, wait for their hold on, I'm trying to think, because yeah, you baited proximity when we took the tether, and then you have a free action while they're taking the tether at 2 to move here. Then you grab the tether, go here, stack here. Tuma has taken his free action to move over here while y'all stack. Grabs the tether, moves over, does this. Nightmare limit cut.
It's probably make a lot of sense, yeah. So tethers is in one direction is 1, 2, 3, 4. Baits is 3, 4, 1, 2, and then there's the reverse of that as well.
Yes.
Drum, 4. Yeah, it makes sense to me though.
Okay. Well, it's break time, so we have time to ruminate.
And then theoretically, I don't think there's not much damage out, so it might be better for the sports to do all the movement.
Support movement, I guess makes sense since it's just stand that teleporter, do thing.
Another space to turn for free DPS space outside of
We'll try like everyone be outside of hitbox, and then like I can try and be like innermost to see if I bait tether. we can like make it consistent, but otherwise, yeah, you have to collapse to the outer thing. I'll try and speed run a diagram of all this because this is a nightmare.
And then we only need one baiter per platform too, so we'll help the supports handle that as well. And just the DPS can just stand on the boss's hitbox basically.
Fucking black mages,
Yeah.
man.
Didn't Tuma get his tether from behind me?
Uh,
I died, so it jumped
Yeah.
to me randomly.
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a new tether. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we solved it.
Baby, we have zero empirical evidence that it's a
The
stack.
only
I'm
only
still
issue I might
not-
have is if we want to swap the range in the melee, but I'm not sure if that's good or not.
I think if we're having the supports do the whole
If we're doing-
mechanic, then
That's what I was thinking. It shouldn't actually matter.
I'm not
supports
fully
stay
convinced
losing.
that the line is proximity based, just because of the first line we saw. But
Yeah,
then-
that's the. We have to
I
find
don't know, I was
some
really
way
up
of
at its
baiting it.
grill, so
You weren't really though. You were just kind of like with everyone else. The closest person was actually Swifty, but then he ran out last second. But I feel like it should have been on Swifty if it was baited. Proximity.
Maybe
And
the
also, the Ted
maybe
person might
the
be immune to the bait.
maybe the baits have like a different timing. Like he was innermost and grabbed the tether, but then as he was running out, the line AoE decided that Zaf was closest. Fucking knows, man. We need to see it and then instantly die to the tether and be like, war.
And I think we have it solved though, mostly. There might be a gimmick or two still, but I think we had the core of it.
Okay, so let me just double check. So if the tether hits Tumafish first, I take it from Tumafish, teleport over to here. Night Beanie's gonna take it from me. I chill over here, waiting for my cooldown. You two do the thing. I grab it again, bring it back with me and Tuma, and Tuma and I take it.
No. If you have the tether at first, you should stay on 4 and we go counterclockwise. And that means 2 is
Oh,
beating.
because we always take it to. We always want it to be on 4 that
we
it
want it to
happens.
start on the edge,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so if it starts over here, that's fine. We just get to it's an easy pattern, and if it starts over on 3, then one, I guess Night Beanie will grab it and bring it. I or Tuma, I guess me, will take it, and we'll just take it somewhere, and then Night Beanie will take it back for me.
Well, the tether does have to be at the edge of your platform because you got to stay on your platform still.
Right.
And also not be the closest person in the room. So you have to put it at the very edge.
Right. Oh, does that mean that we like ranged people taking it just for uptime, or is it within melee range? I think melee
Well,
range is pretty big for that.
If we're doing supports do it, this is a tank downtime. And by tank downtime, I mean you downtime.
I mean, we already determined that the tether has to be a stack and you have to be at the edge. There's gonna be downtime either way for melee for a split second there. And it doesn't have to be like all support or all DPS doing it. You can just it's one person per platform, so each platform can have their one person do it if they want to switch for some reason.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's not very long.
So can we run through it step by step? Say I get the tether first. So we take the tether.
Yeah, you just hold on to it, you go to the back of the room right before it goes off, you soak it together.
And then what about the line? Who's baiting the line at that point?
2 is.
2. Okay.
And then I guess Night Beanie's already come over and waiting for it. She picks it up as soon as you are done, moves it to us. 1 is now baiting, we're at the edge. And Soul's coming over early to pick it up.
So Knight would
No, sorry, not
wait to
Soul,
grab it
Morbol.
away. Knight would be waiting to take it from me. I wouldn't bring it to Knight after.
Well, they'll just come and run in front of the boss, hit bots. They won't go out or anything. they'll be like sitting in front of the
If-
teleporter. Shooting,
If
grab it.
the tether starts on your platform, and yeah, I guess to keep it consistent, the next platform support should be there to pick it up. And then like the first thing should always be as if like the secondary platforms had the tether. So it's either they're bringing it there and then you are taking it out, or you have it and have taken it out and then they move to the platform to pick it up afterwards.
So you're saying that the support at 3 will always teleport over to 4 with or without the tether, because the tether might have spawned at 4.
If
Wait for the tether.
if the tether is at 3 or 4. If it's at 1 or 2,
Right.
you then that person should that support should be in to bait the proximity.
My platform is baiting the line when the tether is at 2. Is that correct?
Four baits when the tether is at 2.
Okay.
Nightmare.
Now that you break it down, it's pretty simple.
Again, we don't know if it works.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
The thing that we've decided that it is without testing doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna take one hit from the tether and die instantly and be like, well, back to square one.
I mean, it is possible to have enough time for everybody to take the tether hit, but because like Knight and Swifty could come over, but we'll try the 2 stack.
Yeah, it's we're gonna have to
I don't
fucking do call outs on the fly.
I don't understand why 4 baits when 2 starts with the tether.
Limit cut rules.
Well,
'Cause
2
if-
should never start with a tether. 2 should move to 1, and then 3 should bait.
Well, he's
Like,
saying
you can't-
it's so that like as if like 3 baits, then the people on that platform have a vuln, and it's bad news bears because you can't transfer from 2 to 3 then. 4 and 2 are never transferring from one another, so
I see.
Yeah.
So if it started on
Basically,
1,
the bait should always be +2 from where the tether will be. So when first tether will be at 1 or 4 always, and go in a circle around, either clockwise or counterclockwise. So it's 1 that has the tether, 3 is doing the digit, then 2 will be the tether will then be on 2, then 4 will be baiting the line, then tether will be on 3, and 1 will be baiting the line.
Do the supports understand the objective? This is really...
I think I'm starting to get it, but I okay. So what Zap is saying right now is that we expect this tether to have to go to. How many times are we doing this?
4 hits.
4 times.
So yeah,
And we start it. So it's either going to start, like, we're going to bring it over to 4, or we're going to bring it over to 1, and then it's going to make its way to the other side.
Yes.
And
So
at the same time, the baiting is 2 away, so that the Volm drops off by the time it's their turn to have the tether.
Correct. And if they
Okay.
started with the tether, then the bomb is off when it's their turn to keep the line.
so
Gotcha.
So Uriel, your movements are, if the tether is at 1, you just sort of come over to the 1 platform, wait for the tether to shoot, grab it, move back, take it out, and then you mid while the tether goes at 3, and then once the tether hits 4, you move in. Bait.
So does Knight Beanie
And then
wait for Yuri on 2?
to grab the tether when the tether's on 2, yes. And then you would be baiting at that moment.
One problem I foresee is the bubble takes up a lot of space, so we're gonna have to be really careful not
You have
to
to
be too
be,
close
be
and
at
not
the
bait.
side edge if you aren't baiting.
Which is right next to the teleport. So you need to not accidentally teleport. Dodge the bubble. Don't accidentally be too far in.
If we want to shortcut all logic, we can arrange the ranged at least so that like the ranged are just behind the healers, so that the healers automatically get the tether if need be, and then you only move to 1 Uriel if the tether is on 1 or 2. If it's at 4, then you move in to bait the thing we think is a fucking proximity. And then after you bait the mid, then you move over, wait for 3's tether to go off, grab it, go south, and then you just go mid. I'm going to try and call it out the whole time. I'm going to use numbers. Remember your numbers.
So for me and Soul, we can literally just stay at the edge the whole time and only move after the green circles under us. It's just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And then the furthest you should move in otherwise is the boss's hitbox unless you're baiting, in which case you should be absolutely close to the boss.
If DPS want to be backup proximity baiters, just in case things get too hectic for the supports, I would appreciate it. But yeah. Alright. Food check. Let's never get to 2 full Tempest again tonight. It's a joke.
What could we possibly wipe on?
Nothing's ever gone wrong in this fight. Well, it's...
You know, this is my favorite fight this year. I hate every other fight so much. I really just hate 3.
Yeah, this
Let's
fight's fun.
begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I was trying to run callouts through my head. You should have walked through with callouts. Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
This is an out.
Managing the ads in 7, Fury.
I
Oh my god.
rouse the storm.
It's like herding cats.
The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
wish I could have a herd of cats.
I've got a mini herd.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Oh,
Damn.
Fly
so
true.
she can get
Chickens.
4.
Kind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Go and counter.
Bear my biting wings.
It.
Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command.
Support stack.
Pack of wolves.
PS stack. Stay. Dodge. Out. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolf. You need to mint that more.
I know, I never have enough available.
I get my 40% back just in time. So I'm using it on the first activation.
See, I'm
It's
using
one.
it on the second.
1, 2. DPS stack. Support stack. Dodge the wolves. Out. Cardinal. Nice and clean. Lucky number 13.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
So 2 wolves lets him do a big raid wide, and 4 wolves turns him into an eldritch charge.
Well, yeah, the saying is there are 2 wolves inside, not
The
4.
rings be destroyed and they've fallen below.
Nobody can handle 4.
Still hasn't done anything with the wolf hand.
No matter what becomes of
What if
my
you just
body,
eat someone and they're out of play for a little while?
No, please no more.
Exposition 33 style.
Or in my
now I fight with everything I have.
hit the quag.
Prepare yourself.
Let's ride out for Ultra.
There's no escape.
Yes. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
South for Hero Blow.
I will rent all
In.
asunder.
Teleported. That actually would kill you. She would kill you. That's amazing. Parties. Supports. All.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Just so I'm straight in my head, I should have been second. Because I was
Correct.
just
I think it should have been north there.
Yeah. I forgot melees move north when they're not special. I've been special every time when I get it.
That's disgusting. I just pulled like a little gnat out of my coffee, and when I pulled it out, it flew away.
Well, you let free protein get away? What the fuck?
Hey, I poured a protein drink into this coffee. There's enough in there.
when Swifty's Natman tomorrow, we all know why.
More like the fly.
When's
You-
the Arcadian
you know the
Fire
movie.
with just like one of those like disgusting bugs as their feral self?
Let's begin, shall we?
Honeybee level is sufficient. Thank you very much.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
These are cute though.
Can't believe you didn't want to be an obedient little bee.
So what's the goofy fight next here?
Out Cardinal. I don't know.
There!
It's
A Moogle.
I wonder if you can keep up.
No, please God, no.
behind.
Speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
They have Moogles in Alexandria.
Oh dear, the challenger.
Busy thinking about Moogles.
There's the Fishman. I just started playing 9. There's a Fishman in a store.
Amazu?
Was that?
Not from 9.
Is he a? Yeah. The
What
Fishman.
frog?
He's just got like the head of a fish.
A clue?
I don't know his name. I'm literally in the first like hour of the game.
Let's begin, shall we?
I'm just waiting for the inevitable 9 remaster.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf?
As long as it's a remaster, not like a shitty remake like they did to 7, I don't want it.
They've already said it's
I've
gonna be
heard-
a Persona style remake.
I've heard people like the new 7, but I haven't played it.
Well, it's a different game. Out Cardinal.
Well, I mean, people are wrong, so.
I mean, on the subject of Moogles, the remakes have like the worst Moogle
I wonder if you can keep up.
behind. This is behind.
Speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Get their ass. Do a typo mid-wave.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise. my screen, it looked like you just walked out of your tower before it went off.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I leave it pretty early.
Must have heard. But they're not out of the fight yet.
I like tower better because it's like you can actually leave it sooner than
Fenrir's
tether.
power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Even.
true.
4. Out.
So do you use Rampart and your 40%?
I use 40% for the first one, then Rampart
Scarcely
shorts
begun.
for the next ones. But again, my 40% is OP, so take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Clockwise. That was our Urger clearing one. Make sure they're up.
No, I'll have it. I'll have it back in time.
Bear my biting wings.
Negates.
Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command.
DPS stack.
A pack of wolves.
Support stack. Stay. Dodge. Out. This is out. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolves.
Oh, that's better. Didn't hurt me at all.
Try this.
Cooldowns are a heck of a drug, man.
1, 3. Support stack. DPS stack.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
We need to stop getting the cursed pattern. We've gotten it more in this lockout than we've like gotten in all prog.
Let's begin, shall we?
All you gotta do for it is just move as soon as your AoE goes off.
Well, I'm moving into the first AoE that goes off as like a ease.
I just usually like the very center of the room, like right where the diagonal.
In Cardinal. But like if it is like opposite sides, you can just do it like normal and just rotate into the AoEs as they go off.
I wonder if you can keep up.
It's out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
There's a pack of
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
clockwise.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger. They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Do you want to reset instance or just like end early?
I mean our instance timer is longer than our run time.
I mean, just like the last pool is long, it's good end.
I mean, how far into the fight are we? Timeline
Just
was
under 10 minutes.
under 10 minutes. I mean, I think we just got like 2 more pulls then, basically. We actually get there.
People have complained this fight is actually longer than Ulu these days.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Did Athena have a checkpoint?
Yes. Out, Cardinal. Every Endwalker boss was checkpoint.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Can you imagine High Concept 2 with that one?
High concept 2 is easy.
Such speed, it's as if there's
The
a pack
easy
of
high
him.
concept.
Can you imagine figuring out high concepts too without the check?
Oh god, no. Wait, we're supposed to put them together?
Just to do the thing that kills us every other
Fenrir's
combination.
might, I rouse a storm.
I can't tell if Tree is good.
He's always
The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, Where did that colossal thing come from?
Flying
Odds.
true.
1. Behind. Behind.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
No one can. Percent.
Bear my biting wings.
Negate.
Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command.
So, DPS stack.
Pack of wolves.
Support stack. Stay. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Watch the wolves.
No, I was trying to pop my bubble.
Oh, Uriel's DC.
Try this.
4. 4, 2.
Practice your
Support stack.
diagonals.
Spread unless you don't.
What? I have it. I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, because
And I have your
Uriel's
speed
gone.
whip.
Too much for the challenger. The challenger's down. This is the end.
Game crash. Classic. How could they do such a thing? Yeah. Good check. I've witnessed the cat. Little tent.
He looks a little mad.
Some cats just look good.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In turn.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Ow.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. 2. This is behind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Going clockwise.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
Support stack.
Pack of wolves!
DPS stack. Rotate. Dodge. Out. This is out. Touch wolf.
Try this!
4. 4. PS stack. Support stack. Dodge wolves. Out. Cardinal. Nice. Okay, let's make it to twofold so we can test if the tether is a weird Inu.
Will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
You heard of the critically acclaimed cutscene 14.
Love 14. It's my favorite cutscene.
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my
This
body,
wolf hand is fluffy.
defeat is not an option.
My
They
parties.
moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with
Wait.
everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no
Supports.
escape.
Dodge your beam. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
South for Hero Glow.
I will rent all asunder.
Party sides. Spread for UV. DPS. Dodge your beam. Quake.
Oh shit.
And move south for clear. Go back to your light party side once Cleave comes out.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Move 8 north, except the tanks. I evoke, go near Kithrin. Partner up. Remember the simulations we didn't do. Just test and see if the tether works.
The power of wind unleashed.
3, which one's 8?
You baited.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Pass it over.
Morbol, come over. Do like whatever meanings you have to.
I need juice.
Open don't accidentally bait.
I need juice.
Okay, you can bait
Oh
anyway.
no! That was too much for the challenger!
Yeah, I think our idea works. We just gotta practice it now.
We just need to practice it. But yeah, it's definitely a weird ass Enum. The issue there was that Uriel and Soul were not close enough to bait, so I had to bait and it set things off kilter.
The bait worked.
Pattern than we discussed.
It's definitely a weird proxy. I was dead like into the boss's hitbox and it hit me.
Hey, Kithrin was like on the edge of the arena and did not get that line. Like literally like an inch from his skin.
I think the line is random. But you have to like move it to one of the sides, like we discussed, and then from there our plan works.
Well, I think Tuma's like saying like he doesn't know if it is baited proximity.
Like if you were the boss and Kithrin was like this.
I was pretty close.
Or like
It
which step?
Let me triple check. I think it
Here,
was, like,
I'll clip it for you.
We don't have time for another pull, so we might as well just
Like
review.
if you survived your tether, it's because Kitten was with you, so you could not have baited the thing.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm clipping it.
There's a weird Enum. Line.
I think the hint for the tether is just the name of the attack, twofold.
It's every attack is twofold.
Yeah. I think the idea is everything in the space is done in pairs.
Yes. Do we know if the line AoE is also like a funny shared stack?
It did 225,000 to beat, which is one.
Okay, that's a more traditional stack. I guess the. I don't know. Weird bullshit. Yeah.
My clip is almost ready.
I can think of weird bullshit tank invuln cheese that probably exists for this.
The fight is starting to slow down. You know what I mean? Like the
What's the
mechanics up to that point are feeling not so bad.
The quickest mechanic in phase 2 so far is just UV.
Yeah, it's just the occasional body check for the phase.
I mean, not even a
I
body
keep it-
check, it's just a quick spread check.
I swear the two UVs are like 1 minute and 55 seconds apart. It's so annoying for reprisal.
I mean, to be frank, I've been forgetting to reprisal the first UV because it's not really doing that much damage.
UV isn't really a damage, it's just kind of, are you top? Okay, you're good.
Is UV that's the stack and then avoid your lasers, right? Oh no, I've been doing Quake. Quake is the one that I've been doing.
Quake is the thing that you must reprisal or we die.
Yes, right. That's the one I've been reprisaling, and the two Quakes are like 1 minute and 55 seconds apart. It's really annoying.
Actually,
Okay, I clipped
say-
it.
Okay,
it's our remaining time, let's just kind of do practice with the markers like we were doing earlier.
hold on. I'm reviewing Kithrin's funny video.
The one I was talking about was the.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Oh, that bubble is fucking the beach bubble.
This is done correctly right here.
Okay, so the issue, so yeah, Beanie, it seems like Beanie baited.
Being made what?
Yeah, I'd say the people on the platform 3 were probably closer than Kithrin was.
Yeah, right at the last second. It looks like Uriel rushed in.
So yeah, if you are not baiting front, you need to be like off to the side, sort of near your teleporter, I'd say is like a good point because that's where people are standing anyway. Like,
Just use the boss's hitbox line as a place to stand. It's always safe.
Yeah,
What we can do is we can bait ours like all the way to the south of our platform, like on the other opposite end of the teleporter.
let's run through that run. So that was it started on Ithrin and Tuma.
I was
So, yeah.
like, so sorry I didn't like move out like you were asking, but I was just panicking about staying alive as long as possible.
Oh yeah, he is autoing the tanks the entire time there. So please save us. So yeah, so it was. So it's tethered to Kithrin and Tuma. Beanie would zoop over in preparation to grab, and Uriel would be in, and I am the chiller. And then, so the tether line AoE goes off. Beanie would grab the tether, move over to Swift, and I would move in. One moves in to bait. Uriel, after baiting, zoops over in preparation to grab the tether.
Immediately after your bait, you're going to move her.
Yeah. And then Uriel grabs it and moves over. I zoop over in preparation to grab it. So it's almost always like after, like, on like the towards path, it's you bait and then you zoop to grab. They get hit. At this point, Kithrin would need to move in the bait. So 4 moves in and baits. It goes off. I grab, move over to 1, and then 3 would need to bait. Stack. And then just don't get eaten by your wind orb.
Yeah. And so the way like you can describe this from the perspective of a single platform as being, you know, like you said, if you're downstream of the tether, you know, I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to say it all, but I think you can kind of imagine what it would look like for yourself individually, like the tether's to your left, or whatever. I think 3 and 4, like the outer ones, do something a little different from the inner ones. But
it's a weird ass limit cut sort of deal, where you just sort of need to know weird things.
So the callouts are like pass, bait.
This is real hard to call out because it's information dense. The best I can call out is like who should bait, because I feel like grabbing tether when it's like preparing to grab the tether as it comes to you is intuitive, but remembering the bait, especially if you're on like the receding end, like when the tether hits 2, 4 needs to know to bait, and that one's the difficult one. So I'll try and call out like baits based on numbers. Yeah. I'm sure PF is probably having it so that melees are always ambassadors, which honestly makes more sense thinking about it. Like melees are doing the in baits and the teleporters. Do we want to possibly swap to that? So that
Do we want to put all that on either Zap or Tuma? You could also swap the Dancer with one of the melees, let the Dancer do everything too. That's the
I do
Dancer
think
raid buff.
I feel like PF always puts all the movement on DPS. Generally, I mean it's fine.
If the healers are down to do a bunch of slide casting bullshit, then I'd say just to keep it this way.
Do you, Night Beanie or Uriel? You mentioned that it's hard to heal the tanks because of the range.
I think it would just be like light party healer takes care of their tank. 'Cause otherwise, like, Beanie can never reach me, but Uriel can probably always reach me. So just like throw the fairy tether on me during that mechanic, Uriel, and I'm fine. Beanie, I don't know, throw cards on Kithrin. I don't know what Astro does.
Is it possibly an issue like when Knight has to be over here to grab the feather? Can you still heal Kithrin?
Well, just make sure he's like topped off for moving away or something. Yeah, just don't die in those 3 seconds. So yeah, I think we have a plan for twofold. We just need to get there and execute it. We have failed.
We failed. We don't get to try again anymore.
Damn.
It's over.
Did we want to put any thought into just having the healers sit still too? Or no?
I mean, if the healers are down to schmooze.
I was also thinking, if we have just one person moving the tether around, that's a lot less swapping and mental load.
Well, the tether gives you a vuln, so you can't take the next tether.
No, you move the tether to the next platform, they take it from you, and then you take it back and move it to the next platform.
That person that's moving the tether needs, if the line is a 2-stack, they need to get back to their spot though.
No, the line does set damage though. It's 225,000. So the tank left alone would be able to survive that mitigation. It would kill a
Does Night Beanie, would Night Beanie ever go to 2? Wouldn't Night Beanie only ever bring it to me or take it from me?
Beanie would take it from Uriel if it's going clockwise.
Okay, yeah, Beanie would take it from Yuri if it's going clockwise. But then... Okay, and then would I take it from Beanie?
Yes, you would then, as Beanie is taking the stack, you would move over to their platform. Wait for it to go off, grab it, go to your platform, drop it, and then it can't go over.
Okay, so the person passing the tether only ever passes it between 2 platforms.
Yes.
And doesn't ever do the 3rd pass. Okay.
When you see
like
the
if I
tether,
start with
when
the
you see,
tether-
if you see a tether enter a platform adjacent to you, you move over to that platform preemptively to prep to grab it, but you don't grab it yet. You wait until. We'll make a diagram of this, and hopefully it makes sense in our brains.
It's always pull. It's never push. Like you're always pulling the tether away from a platform and taking it.
Yes.
If it helps,
You're never
it's always
pushing
right
it to the next tether, to the next platform.
Correct.
For the tethers, it's always right after your bait too, right? You move over right after your bait. So that's another way to think about it.
Not to complicate things, but if you do technically push it, if it starts at 2 or 3, they're pushing it over to the end platform at the start.
As an initial condition.
True. Yes.
So far, doesn't seem like it's baitable. I'm not sure if it is baitable because I think I was super close to the boss and it just went to the opposite side.
Well, can't we just always have it where it starts? I mean, why the ends only?
Because
'Cause
how are we
have to go
going
to
to get
all 4.
how are we going to get from 4 to 1?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Good point.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Super Kithrin that can fly through the air.
Only if I glitch it through the invuln.
Alright, yeah, I'll try
Alright,
and
thanks for
cook up
playing, everybody.
an image. See you
See ya.
tomorrow.
Like,